Welcome to the first ever episode of the Corin Cyclones podcast. My name is Brady, and
let me just say my name next, and my name is Jacob. Hello.
And today, we're gonna do a little bit of introductory stuff. I'm gonna be asking some questions, but for the special thing, we're gonna be interviewing our school's student council, and we're gonna be asking them questions, and it's gonna be super silly.
We don't know why we really did this. It was just called fun. I had the idea. I don't know how. I just had it, and now I'm gonna be doing it. So, yeah. I guess we should give an introduction to ourselves a little bit, like what we do for a living.
We are still in school, so we don't do anything for a living. I personally, we do some chores, make a little bit of cash. You know, it's pretty fun. But yeah, I go to school and I play a sport and I do my work, and I like to draw sometimes. That's my introduction.
What is that sport? That sport, Brady. What is that sport?
I play for my school's soccer team.
And with me, it's basically just, for me, I am playing football for my school, along with one of our school student, along with one of our school council people here. We'll be interviewing him soon. He's gonna actually be the first one. And what I do for a living is basically just playing football. I game a little bit, and yeah, that's basically it. I have a boring life.
We're not that interesting.
We're really not. We're really not. But when it comes to these kind of things, we can make ourselves somewhat interesting, into which where it gets entertaining.
Yeah. So now that we got introductions for us, we should start interviewing the one and only student council.
Yes, give a good round of applause, me and Brady.
I can't. My parents are kind of sleeping right now.
Oh. So first up for the student council introduction is that we have Jack Sedner. If you could please show us your camera and turn on your mic.
What's good, Joe? Hello,
So,
Jack Sedner.
Hello, Jack Sedner.
Hi.
Now, I'm going to be asking you a couple of pretty interesting questions.
Should I
My
introduce
opinion?
myself first?
Yes, that could be. Yes, that's going to be our first question. Who are you, Jack Sedner?
Okay, hello guys, my name is Jack Stentner. I play football, baseball, and basketball. I'm actually the mystery guest that plays with Jacob. I play quarterback, wide receiver, and linebacker. And
Quarterback.
fun is I play video games, I play sports, and I pretty much do that. That's it, you know, and that and school. So pretty much just what I do.
Pretty good. So tell us, what made you want to go into student council?
So, originally what had happened was, in 4th grade, I knew that my goal in life was to become the student council president. And that gave me my first set of motivation. And then when I was in 5th grade, our student council president then, Gabriel Seist, hopefully I didn't botch that name, I got to campaign with him and help him win his presidency.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah, that motivated me to the max, so I knew I was going to run, no matter what.
So Jack, Whoops.
Oh.
Whoops.
Oh, anyway, so in 7th grade, I ran for president. I was backed up with some of my campaigning friends, including you, Brady.
Yep.
You helped me campaign, and you helped me win my presidency, along with the rest of
It was rigged. It was rigged.
Shut up, Carlo.
It was. He's telling me to shut up because I'm telling the truth.
Shut
I have
up.
the freedom. I have the freedom to say this. I have the freedom to speak out against the Corwin government. I believe the student council is doing dog wash. What that means, they're absolutely dog. They haven't done anything for Corwin International Magnet School yet.
Okay,
You
Carlo,
just
it's your
started.
turn.
So, Jack, what are
Yes.
your goals as student council president?
So my main goal as student council president is just to make Corwin a better place.
How the hell do that, Jack? You haven't done so far, have you, Jack? Have you?
Carlo, I hope the next time that you're on the aux and your favorite song comes come on, your phone dies.
Don't tell me Jack Setner just told me that the next time my favorite song comes on, my phone is gonna die. That is the only thing you can tell me.
I hope the next time that you hang up a picture frame, it's slightly wonky and you have to start over again.
You know, I hope you run for
Okay.
student council president and
Hey,
you're
this
so
isn't the
little
president's
that
debate,
nobody
guys.
hates you,
This is
bro.
this is not
Everyone
the president's
is-
debate, bruh.
Fuck up, Maddox. There's no dog. You haven't done anything either. You literally a tag on to Jack. You are literally a vice president. Literally, like your only job is to tag on to Jack, and you don't do shit. And then Jack literally steals all of Logan's ideas. And then Logan's ideas get called dumb, and Jack just like takes all of Logan's good
Wait,
ideas. And then we have
Carlo,
fucking Logan on the other hand. Logan made promises for vending machines and slushing machines, and is not even delivered, man. Student council is doing man.
You really
Gisele.
changed up on all of us, huh?
I don't know
You
what
wanted
the
to
fuck.
run with me and Logan, and now
You
you're
know, I
saying
thought that-
bad
I
things.
thought they were
You
gonna be
sneak
good.
this in.
I thought
You
you guys
sneak
were gonna
this
be
in,
good.
bruh. You sneak this in.
I thought you guys were gonna be good, but you guys are a dog, man.
Okay. Shut up, Carlo.
Okay, so Jack, how
Yeah?
was the election? Like, how was it for you? Was it challenging?
That's funny, bruh. That's funny. It's rigged as hell, bruh. It's rigged. Even Jack's laughing about that because he knows, bruh. He knows it said Carlo on that sheet of paper. He knows it said Carlo on that sheet of paper, but he still somehow won that, bruh.
Miss Messiotra knew she didn't want someone like me, someone who was suspended 4 times in the school year, representing the students. But everyone knows I would have accurately represented the students as they are, rather than. What do you mean? What do you mean I wouldn't have? You don't even know the fellow students.
Yes, I do, bro.
You think that
Okay,
you know them
so-
as well as me?
Jack, you know you shouldn't have won because Arlo's campaign won. Vice President Arlo won. Treasurer Arlo won. Literally, his campaign won. Except for
Everyone
him.
knows-
That shit had to have been rigged. There's
everyone-
no way.
Everyone knows darn well that when she saw my
This
name on
kid
that paper,
called-
she opened her eyes and she's like, "This kid is not winning," and she's like, "Jack
Exactly.
Sender won."
Exactly.
Bro, like,
Okay,
No
so
way.
we'll Carlo, you can continue your story once it's your interview.
His mom is a teacher at the school.
Shut
Like,
up.
bro,
My final
Okay,
question.
if my mom was a
Jack,
teacher at the school, like,
my final
I'm
question,
leaving, man.
Jack, is,
I'm excited
what
to
was,
go off about this when it's my turn.
What
Carlo,
was
let him
Jack's
talk.
campaign slogan?
What was your question again? Sorry.
What was your campaign slogan?
My campaign slogan. I pay attention, so you don't have to.
Honestly, 10 out of 10, my opinion.
I think that's a horrible slogan.
You
Here's
probably
why.
made it for him. That's why, bruh.
Students,
You probably made it for him.
students have to pay attention in their classes. He is promoting students
Carlo,
that
you could state
like,
your opinion when
Shut
you're
up,
getting
you
interviewed.
Yeah, for real.
He-
He's promoting for kids not to pay attention in class.
he,
He's promoting
Jack
that, bruh.
wants to single-handedly raise like, I don't know what he wants to do, He wants to get good test scores so everyone else doesn't have to. It doesn't work like that, Jack. The school is a community, buddy.
Carlo, we can continue your story in your interview. All right, Jack. I think that shall be enough. We don't want to continue this further.
Thank you for coming
if
on.
you-
We really appreciate it.
You're very welcome. When do you think the Q&A will be, by the way?
Probably after we're done with everybody else.
Okay.
Yeah. Because we still have to ask student council questions. So, okay. Anyway, now who do we have up next? Logan.
Bro, just skip the vice president? Like, what?
Oh wait, no, I mean, no, not Logan, Maddox, my bad.
They know that Maddox is gonna speak the truth. They are trying to end free speech. This podcast is against free speech. This
We didn't do
podcast
We
doesn't.
didn't do anything.
Carlo, state your opinion when it's your turn.
Yes.
Yes.
But I personally ran against Maddox. It was very funny.
I have something to say, everybody.
Bro, is that Oliver Korfman? Who is talking? Bro, sounds like Oliver Korfman.
I have something to say, everybody. So you should elect me because I'm
Okay,
just the
mute
best.
Carlo, bro. Mute Carlo.
Please, okay. I have to mute you, Carlo. Because for good reason, I will unmute you when the time is right. Okay. Now that's over.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ. So, alright, Maddox, basically we're going to be asking you the same questions what we asked Jack. What is your origin story?
Yeah. What made you want to go?
You know, one day I woke up out of my mom's womb, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna run for vice president when I'm in 8th grade, right? So, here I am, coming out of the womb. My first words were actually, vice president. That was my first word. It is in the recording somewhere. I would have to find it. It's probably like, it's deep in the files. That's all you guys need to know, so, yeah.
So, what are your goals as vice president?
I don't know.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. So, what was
Good.
like election month like for you? What was election month like?
TBH, it was really normal. Honestly, I went into it knowing I was gonna beat Brady. Like, let's see, my campaign was looking pretty crazy. I had Carlo, I had Logan, you know, I had all them. So I felt my campaign was really looking good for myself. And I knew I was gonna beat Brady, right?
Kind of stole my slogan a little bit.
What was your slogan?
One of my slogans was Maddox is Baddox, Brady is Grady. You used Maddox
Yeah,
is
what's
Baddox.
it? Okay, well, Johnny made my stuff. Johnny and Paul were my managers.
I think they
Mine
kinda
was
stole it.
Mad Dog for the win. I don't remember.
It was
Anyway,
Bad Dog, vote for Mad Dog.
yeah, don't be a bad dog. Vote for Mad Dog. That was my main slogan, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway, what else?
And finally, the final question was basically answered. Kind of
What was the final question?
like what
Your
your slogan is.
Yeah. So real quick, I just want to go to election day real quick. So
Okay.
sitting in the auditorium, right? No, going in there, I knew I was gonna win. I didn't think
Yeah, I
Logan
think
was gonna
Mr.
win.
Warren's
TBH.
like already told you in advance.
No, he did not actually. But anyway, I went in there. I knew Carlo was gonna win. Bro did not win. TBH. I went in there thinking Logan wasn't gonna win. So I accepted that. I was like, all right, we got 1 loss, 2 wins, right? Because Sandoval is a big threat, right? Sandoval was a big threat coming into this, and we all understood that, right? I think Logan even understood that, right? So we get into that, right? She announces the 5th grade, 6th grade, you know, all the representatives, right? And then we get to 8th grade. We go into this, and we get to ours, right? So we have Gisele who got
Yeah.
Sorry, I didn't mean to use that language. Lucky little person. Edit that out, please. And then we got to treasurer, which it blew me away that Logan won, by the way. Congrats to Logan Stamble.
Honestly.
I mean Logan. And then we got to me.
Can I actually add something to that?
What's up?
So in everyone's state of opinion, majority out of all people really thought that Aiden Sandoval was going to win treasure.
Yeah,
I honestly also
everyone
thought
in
Aiden
our
Sandoval
grade
was gonna win.
Yeah. I think if last year's 8th grade would have voted, Aiden Sandoval would have definitely won that. But
Yeah,
I think the vending machines definitely saved Stimmel's campaign.
Smoothie machines.
And the smoothie machines, yes.
Yeah. I still want my
Next.
smoothie machine.
So anyway, back to the thing. And then we came up to
Yeah.
president, right? Going into this, I was like, oh, Carlo's got this, right? But no, Miss
Personally,
Maciocha looked at that paper. She said, "We don't like Carlo," and she said, "Jack Sentner, you are our president." Now, this was very fake, and you could tell this wasn't real because she took about approximately 5 seconds to actually read the name. She saw Carlo, and she didn't want to say that name. She scratched it off, and she said Jack Sentner. She knew that Jack Sentner was also running. Now, also for president, I forgot to mention we also had Jacob Spear. Jacob Spear wasn't gonna win. Let's be honest with ourselves here.
Yeah.
So that's my proof. And you know, like Carlo said, Jack Sentner's mom is a teacher. So in no shape or form do I believe Jack should have won. I was running under Carlo.
And Jack Sentner's mom wasn't a teacher back then.
I mean, she
Kind
was
of.
a sub, so she pretty
Yeah.
much was. And she was a teacher for us in 6th grade. So
Personally, don't
Technically
get
she
mad
was.
at me. I was a Jack Sentner supporter. I
Oh,
was
we
a
know.
Jack Sentner
We know,
all the
Brady.
way. I was.
Now-
Yeah.
personally, I think that going into this election, I believe that we should have been able to pick president and vice president combined, right? So I think it should have been you and Jack against me and Carlo. That's personally what
Honestly,
that's what I would think would happen out of an election, right? But I guess I'm wrong about that, right?
Hey,
Because
hey,
in real life, that's how an election works.
Here, I
Yeah.
was gonna actually run with Lily in the case that we were gonna do that, because
With Lily,
that's
Huh?
what I thought was gonna happen at least.
you like Lily. Okay. Anyway,
And that was last year, okay?
Jackal
we don't-
likes
Anyway.
Lily so much.
Yeah,
Shut up.
can you please be?
All right. Any more questions?
Nope.
No.
Alright, man.
Thank you for
But
your
what
time.
happened?
Yep.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you for your introduction, Maddox.
Yep. Thank you, guys.
Yes, you can stay. Yes, you can still stay, by the way. So I just want to add up to this. Since we're on the topic with student council elections, let's just think briefly here on to think who would win if this election wouldn't have been clearly. We can all basically agree upon Carlos's argument that yes, yes, Jack, I absolutely love you, but that thing was rigged. And it's true. We can all, since like Carlo had like 4 suspensions in his year, we can briefly agree that Miss Maciocha was like, "Holy God, this is not a good idea." So he just looked at she looked at the name underneath and said, "Jack Sentner." That's just I totally agree with Carlos's argument upon it, but let's just get out of the way because then that'll just create more stuff. Vice president. So other than you, who else was running for vice president? Ready?
Maddox, and that's it.
No, we also
Just
had
Maddox?
Peyton
Oh,
champion.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Champion. No.
Big
Yeah.
champion story her campaign did not come good. We can all briefly kind of agree to that.
Yeah. So next up,
Remember,
Whoops.
we still have treasurer and then secretary.
and then we have Carlo.
Well, yes, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying on the topic just between ourselves.
So next up we have our treasurer, Logan.
Logan Stibble.
Yeah, that's
You
me.
could if you can show us your camera if you want to.
I'm alright.
Okay. Now, well, actually, can you actually turn on your camera, but just like face it towards the ceiling to make it easier? Oh, never mind. Okay, that works. So, Logan, tell us your origin story. What made you want to do student council? Like your origin
Oh
story.
man, I got an ice cream from Muffin Jug, man, like I always do. And I was like, yeah.
Say that again.
That's inspiring, bro.
Very deep, very heartfelt. I honestly really respect that and like your motivations, and really it makes me shed a tear a little bit.
Thank you.
Wait, Brady,
Yeah.
if you don't mind me asking, what was your origin story again?
It's a good
My
question.
origin story,
Yeah.
that like I personally wanted to be vice president because my good old friend Jack was being president, so I was like, hey,
Yeah. Okay.
yeah, I really like Jack. Why not be the vice president? Obviously that didn't work, so
Honestly,
Yeah.
in my opinion, Jack backstabbed you because Jack used you for votes and then he did not help you out. So in my opinion, I believe he used you.
There could have been a lot of things upon this election, but
this election is very, very weird.
well, here. So, since we're on the topic of elections, we'll probably talk about elections. Oh, hold on, Logan. We can talk about elections in the next episode. It's probably just gonna be me and Brady now. So,
Brady, I didn't
Yes.
stab you in the back, I promise.
I
Anyway,
really believe.
Logan, tell us about yourself. Or no, we already did that. So, what do you think upon the student council election?
Like, well, there was one day and I was chin-chilling, man. I was running alone, and Everett was gonna run, but he didn't. I was running
Yeah, I've read
alone.
about that.
Yeah, I wasn't afraid. And then I came out to recess with my clipboard and stuff. And then I see that Aiden was running, and I was like, oh, cool. And then he was running for treasurer. And I was sad the rest of the day. And I went behind the bleachers in gym. Just gonna say that.
Honestly, I respect that. I respect that.
I respect that too. Give it a round of applause. So, so, what was your slogan, Logan? What was your slogan?
My slogan was, vote me for treasurer, and I'll treasure you.
It actually sounds like it would come from like a Disney movie. Like,
I respect that.
it sounds like it would come from like Peter Pan, in my opinion.
That is true. But
Yeah.
it's a good quote. It's a good quote. Respected. 10 out of 10. Very emotional.
Yeah.
Very supportive.
Finally, how was election month for you?
Well,
For you.
election day, man. Election month was cool, and I liked it because I had some butterflies because I was scared of losing, but I was running with Carlo and Maddie, so I wasn't too scared. No offense. And then on election day, man, I was sweating my balls off. I was so scared. And then the happened. It happened, man. She read
You
my
won.
name, and I was like, cool. And then I held hands with Carlo and Maddox when she said the election won, and then Carlo happened to lose. Well, I think he won, but who's to say, man?
Yeah,
Who's to say? So, thank you, Logan,
Anyway,
for your
yes, thank you, Logan. Very inspirational, very heartwarming. I'm just gonna ask like this one briefly question.
Yes.
I forgot. Never mind. Anyway, thank you, Logan, for your time. Yes, big time brain fart.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yes,
And
thank you a lot for even being here. It's very thankful to us.
I wanna say one
thank you,
thing.
everybody. Thank you,
I
everybody.
want to say one thing.
Yes, Logan.
I will not get the vending machines on this smoothie bar. I'm deeply sorry.
You know what? I voted for you.
I voted you.
Technically, there's a vending machine. There's a vending machine in the teacher's lounge. I bought a water from there
Exactly,
one
man.
time.
I already got one. It was there before I ran.
Yeah. What about the smoothie bar?
Well,
What
man,
about the smoothie bar, huh? What about the smoothie bar?
there's coffee in the teacher's lounge too. So.
We actually have something coming that might be able to make up for the smoothie bar. It's currently in the making, so be
What
on the
is it?
lookout for that. Can't tell you.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
Anyway,
We've
be
been talking about it the last.
it's fine. So
Wait, is it the thing that I sent you, Maddox?
Just keep going in your interview, man.
Damn.
Okay. I think
so
it's time for Logan to thank you, Logan, for your time. Thank you.
I hope you have
Next
a
up-
amazing day.
I hope you have a
You can-
pleasant night.
you may stay if you want. You may leave.
Yes, you can ask questions later to us. And finally, we have
We
the
we have
secretary
Secretary
Gisele. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
Hi.
Oh, she shows her camera quality is very bad.
Thank you.
Is that Santa Claus?
Okay.
It's Mrs. Claus. That's a girl. Are you fucking dumb?
Did that look like a Santa Claus to me? Anyway, I'll let Brady ask the questions.
Okay.
Like everybody else before, what is your origin story? Like, what wanted you to be secretary for student council?
Well, I started student council in 4th grade because my teacher picked me as a representative. So I thought, wow, this is cool. I'm gonna do it. And I stopped going to meetings from once COVID started. And in 7th grade, Mr. Warmers was like, hey, you'd be really good. You should go for it. So I did. And I got secretary.
You got lucky, bro. You're lucky no one else
Jacob-
ran against you, TBH.
Jacob
Free pass.
skedaddled on us.
Free pass.
Jacob kind of skedaddled, so I'll have to be answering the questions now. I have to be asking them. It's gonna be pretty fun.
Bro, put your
What are
phone
your
away.
goals as secretary? I have the questions on here. What are your goals as secretary?
Just to do cool stuff at the school. Yeah.
Okay. And what was election month like for you?
Well, I didn't know I was going against myself because Ben said he was gonna go for secretary too, so I thought, wow, I might lose. But I did all my stuff. I got a bunch of teachers, my essay, and my signatures. And then Mr. Warmer told me no one else is going for secretary, so I was like, oh wow, this is great. I won. That's it.
Pretty neat. And finally, what was your campaign slogan?
Well, I had to take down my
You didn't
posters.
need one, man. She was running against herself.
No, I made them.
Personally, I don't think she should have been able to run because solely to the fact that her brother literally got suspended for like 3 whole quarters because he brought some stuff.
Well, that's my
We
fault.
do not talk about that event. We do not talk about that event.
That was really silly. I was
And
really
TV
confused like the
It's
entire
not his
quarter.
fault. His friends are just snitches.
Okay. So, what was your campaign slogan?
Okay, so one of them was vote for Gisele or you'll smell, and I had to take those posters down. I don't remember the other one, but I had to take both of them down because Miss Nasiocha didn't like them.
I remember one. I said it earlier, I think. One was vote for Merrill or the school will go to peril.
That was the other one. That was the other one.
That was the other one. right by Mr. Ripple's room. So thank you for your time.
In slogans were there, Gisele.
What?
There was no point into your campaign slogan.
Yeah, I regret taking the time to make them. It was pointless.
Very pointless. Anyway, yes, thank you for your interview upon our podcast. We greatly appreciate it.
Hey, while we're on the topic of posters, let's just talk about Aiden Sandoval's posters compared to Logan's posters, because
His were so much better than
Sandoval's
mine.
were so much better.
His were a lot better than mine.
I agree.
Anyway, next up we have the one, the only, Carlo Pace.
I am tired
Man,
of this
This is-
tyranny. My liberties, my justice, my pursuit of happiness has been taken away.
Anyway, okay, that's okay. So
Last time I checked,
let's talk.
I had my First Amendment and my Bill of Rights. I have my freedom of speech. I have my freedom of
I thought your Bill of
Right.
Rights got burned.
Oh wait, no.
That's what I
Also,
believe.
Carlo, can
Maddox.
you actually turn on your camera? Carlo, can you turn on your camera? That'd be greatly appreciated.
You want to see me naked, my boy?
Never mind.
You want to see me naked? Because I will show
No.
myself. I'm not ashamed
Turn
of
on
my
your-
body.
Turn on your camera,
Nope.
but just put your camera towards the ceiling.
You want to see my ceiling?
Yes, it's going to be the best option we have.
I have Playboy posters.
oh,
Never mind. You can keep your camera off. Anyway,
Exotic,
you can
shut
keep
the
the
hell
camera
up, you
off.
liar. You tyrant. You persecutor.
anyway, Carlo.
oh.
I love you, Logan.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna have to pause you right here, bro.
I love
my.
you. You're just a tyrant.
Okay. Everyone, shut up. I'm actually freaking out. I'm actually genuinely freaking out right now.
We don't care. Go on with the podcast,
I don't
bro.
think we can. This guy's kind of like, what kind of spooky activities are happening right now?
Things are, bro. My leg just turned off.
We don't care, bruh.
Oh, okay. We'll continue this podcast. If anything else happens, I'm gonna run and scream. Hold on. I'm gonna turn on this light.
Okay. Spooky activities.
Go on with the podcast.
Okay.
Let's ask the questions.
Okay, Carlo, what was your motivation behind your running of president of student council?
I knew that I would be the best candidate, and I still am to this day.
What were your
I
goals?
was the best. What do you mean? What were my goals?
Yeah, what did you want to do that was like made you the best candidate? What differentiate you from Jack?
I knew the students better. I knew the school better. I knew the school in ways the school doesn't even know the school is. Would you like elaboration on that, or?
I would.
Shut your ass.
You know how many more times Carlo has been in Miss Benitez's office? Having serious talks?
I would like to
Brady,
know.
I have a question. How
Yes.
come when Jack was being interviewed, I was server muted, but now that I'm being interviewed, Jack is not server muted?
Because
That's only because that Jack barely even spoke out. I'm sorry, Carlo, but you literally
I am
interrupted.
tired of this persecution.
also because somebody in your household was saying in real life election stuff that probably wouldn't go.
We're in
By
real
everybody.
life the last time I checked, Brady. We're not in a
Okay.
simulation.
I meant non-school election, actual government elections.
What's wrong with that? We have the right to do that.
Yeah. Good old Twitter,
Anyway.
thing, right?
You're taking away his justices as Americans.
Okay,
Good old
anyway.
Twitter is a thing.
Okay, anyway, Carlo, so
Yes, Jacob?
Brady, you asked the questions.
Okay, Carlo. What was your slogan for your presidential thing?
I believe slogans are stupid.
I actually remember that. I don't think you did
That's
have
why
a slogan.
you didn't win.
Slogans are a way to manipulate 5-year-olds.
Yeah,
Slogans are a
that
thing
was-
that are
And that's
necessary.
exactly why you didn't win.
that's what I'm saying. Anyways,
I didn't win
Carlo,
because I'm not a liar.
what
I didn't
was
win because I speak the
presidential
truth.
month? What was
I
presidential
didn't win
month
because
like?
I was persecuted.
Whoa.
Maddox.
What was the presidential month like for you? What was the election month like?
What was the month like? It was just a normal school year.
Like how you felt. Like how you felt.
How you felt like during election month? Like
You
what
know,
was your
I
plan?
wasn't worried because I knew people wanted someone who could speak the truth, and it is what they wanted. But you want to know who didn't want that? The higher ups,
The higher ups.
teachers, the principal, the vice principal. They knew they didn't want someone who would speak the truth and could speak out against the school. I knew I had the power to change the school for the positive way. But the school didn't want that. The school is in a manipulation.
Yep.
The schooling system hasn't changed in 500 years.
Well, technically a little bit did, because like
So what? We have computers and stuff? How does that change?
uniforms.
There was uniforms 500 years ago.
Yeah, but like I meant
School was built
like
years ago.
in the earlier years, like when we were in 4th and 5th grade, we had to wear uniforms every day except Thursday. But now we wear dress uniforms.
What's the point you're trying to make here, Brady?
I'm just saying the school system has changed a little bit since 4th and 5th grade.
I'm saying hundreds of years ago. The school system hasn't changed and it's outdated.
He's also trying to talk about like what you're learning. He's not trying to talk about like what you're wearing to school.
I'm not talking about petty ass things, Brady.
I'm sorry, Carlo.
Brady, I ran for president to make a change. Not do whatever. I don't know what people are doing, man. Try to get slushy machine or whatever. That's not gonna change shit.
Okay.
And
I'm very sorry.
you can't even get slushy machines. I wanted to speak for the school. I wanted to speak against the school. I wanted to do what was right for the school. But the teachers didn't want that. The teachers wanted the same old curriculum with the same old obedient students. Okay, can I tell you something, Brady?
You can.
Look at all the most successful billionaires, or who do you define someone as successful? Brady, who's someone like successful in your life?
Elon Musk.
Bill Gates.
Now tell me this. Do you think they were the perfect student? Do you think they never spoke out about things in their community? Do you think they followed the exact same rules everyone else did?
Nope.
Yep.
Yep. The
I
reason
said no.
people
I
are
said
stuck
no.
in I'm speaking to Jacob.
Okay.
The reason people are stuck in the middle class and the lower class is they follow the schedule, man. They follow what everyone else wants to do. They followed their school when they told them to behave well, not speak out against what they're told, and just be a robot, man. A mindless zombie, man.
You forgot you kind of forgot something.
Saying the N-word to Mr.
What was-
Frost is not speaking out against the school.
That's not what I'm trying to say, Maddox.
Anyway, what I'm
Maddox.
saying is that most people who don't even even people who do follow school rules, they are not part of the higher class. They're not the upper class people. They are literally most likely to be middle and most likely to be lower.
No, I'm not talking about just school things. I'm talking about just associations in general.
And it's still it's gonna be middle or lower.
You think Elon Musk followed the same exact curriculum that we did? You think
Not the
Elon
same
Musk-
exact, but probably like he.
You think Elon
I
Musk
don't know.
followed the same path that everyone else did? Everyone else in the United States who's a quote unquote normal citizen. You think Elon Musk followed that same curriculum?
Probably
Carlo,
not,
you're
man.
forgetting.
I think
He did name his child.
it's true.
What was that, Jack?
Carlo, you're forgetting something.
What am I
That
forgetting?
was that was the old school system.
Old school.
That was the 1900s.
The system is still the same as when Elon Musk was growing up. It has not changed at all.
It
has
hasn't changed in 200 years, my boy. Schooling is still the same. Schooling, they try to teach children whatever they try to teach, but most importantly, they try to teach children obediency.
Isn't that good?
In what situation, when you're an adult, is obediency good?
I
Never.
don't know. Like,
Situations like this.
The
Situations like what?
coppers, man. You don't want to be not obedient to the coppers.
yeah,
Exactly.
you don't want to like break the law.
It's actually your constitutional right to question the authorities.
Yeah, but questioning is different than not being obedient.
Following the crowd and obediency. That's what I'm trying to get at. Not exactly obediency in general, just following the crowd.
Here, Carlo. Here, let's change this.
What are we
Why
saying?
do you think that the school election was rigged?
Why?
It was. Yes. Why?
Why?
Not exactly rigged, but I'm not gonna say for sure that it was rigged. That's just a theory. What I do think, the turnout of the election was horrendous, to say the least. I know what the students wanted. Other candidates, on the other hand, they got the
Might
popular
I
vote
ask?
from people who follow the system.
Might I ask what the students wanted? What did the students want?
The students
Of
want an
any-
accurate represent. Those are temptations, Logan.
Yeah, but
What?
Logan, you're a liar. I'm not gonna take anything from you because you're a liar. A tyrant.
Wait, no, Carlo. What do you think that the children wanted?
I wanted what's best for the students, which is the best curriculum.
Okay, it's not about what you wanted though. Even if you did
I
win,
wanted
you
what was
okay.
best for the
It doesn't
students.
matter if you still won though. You would not be able to change the curriculum. You would not be able to change what you are learning in your class.
I would try to do that, or rather get kicked out of school.
Okay, you could try, but you wouldn't be able to.
Okay, what's the point you're trying to get at here? I would attempt to do it, and our student council is not attempting to help the students at all in any fashion.
Because you can't. There
Yeah,
is
our
no
job
point where
isn't
you
to, like,
can.
help
You have such a little amount of stuff that you're able to do. Like as president, I don't know.
That's false.
I don't know what he can do.
That is false.
It is not false.
Let me tell
Carlo,
you
we
this.
It's not
literally
false.
planned
And
dances.
here, let me tell you
Let me
this.
tell you this.
You didn't
No,
even win
Maddox.
the. You didn't even win the
You don't
election. You
interrupt
don't know. You don't know what you can do and what you can't do.
If someone could control the people, such as the student council does,
We can't control the people, bro. We
Yeah,
control
we-
dances and stuff.
Yeah,
you can.
we control events. We control. Like
You got into student
we don't
council.
control the.
Okay, let me ask you a question, Maddox.
I'm sober.
You got into student council because you got the popular vote, correct?
Sure.
Therefore,
Yeah.
you have supporters, correct?
Yeah.
If you could get just a quarter of the 8th grade, say the hypothetical situation, a quarter of the 8th grade doesn't show up to school for one reason. Let's say the reason is dress codes. What
We
do you
have
think the
nothing.
school would-
We have nothing we could do about that.
The students have the power, and the students don't understand that. We control the school. But the
Okay,
students aren't.
then you get the entire 8th grade not to show up or to all come out of
not
uniform.
even the
You
entire-
get them
of
to do
course.
that, Carlo. I
Fourth.
do it. Okay,
And
do it.
as
Get them all to
we-
not show up in uniform. Go ahead.
no,
The school won't care.
Go on
The school will
strike.
not care at all.
Not sure. You think not so like? You think if a fourth, what are they gonna do about it?
Exactly. What are they gonna do about it? That's the point.
Exactly.
Exactly.
No,
They have nothing to do about it. We can't
They
do
have
anything.
nothing
They
to
can't have
do-
nothing to do it. Okay, what are you trying to prove
power.
then?
What do you mean? I'm trying to prove that you have power and you control.
Bro, we don't have power, bro.
What do you mean
No
we
one
have power?
listens
You
to
just
us.
said they wouldn't do anything. You just proved our point.
No, they wouldn't do anything because they can't do anything.
Exactly, and we can't do anything either.
No, you could round up students if you wanted to. You have the power to
You do
that.
it, Carlo. Go ahead.
You won the popular vote. That means
Carlo,
a
we
majority.
have the same power as
More
you.
than-
We don't do
Yeah,
anything.
Carlo, we have just as much power as you.
Would you like me to create a strike in the school?
Yeah,
Yeah,
You want me to change
No.
something?
do it,
Yeah,
Carlo.
do
What
it.
are you dissatisfactory about?
because you will be able to do just as much as we could do. We don't have power. You think that we have like this crazy? We don't have any power.
Well, then get power, man.
We
Power
can't get
comes from
power,
You
bro.
don't just get power.
Yeah, you can.
Get power.
No, you can't, Carlo.
All you need is supporters.
Don't
You
have
see what
power.
happened?
Just get it.
Carlo, you have 50,000 supporters. The entire school supports you. Do it. More people support you than me and Logan combined.
You remember what happened January 6, 2021?
Remind me.
Who's the freaking president of the United States, bro? We're the president of a school.
As long as you have supporters. As long as you have a majority of supporters.
Literally
Not
zero
even a
people
majority.
listen to us, Carlo. No one cares about our
Well,
opinions.
Whose server muted it?
Okay, let's
Tyler?
just. Here, we're doing
That's
council and
so silly. That is so silly.
Do not end it.
Yeah, for real. We're having a real debate, bruh. Unmute him.
We're still going.
Hey, James.
The people
Unmute
who
him, bro.
ran together are arguing right now.
Server mute Bryson. He ain't a part of it.
Unmute Carlo.
For real.
Okay. This is honestly super silly.
Carlo. But
He's
you got
unmuted.
You
5
have
minutes left,
power.
okay? And then we're gonna have
You
to move on
literally,
to the.
you speak to thousands of kids.
President,
a
how
day.
how come you're not saying anything? Why are you relying on your vice president and treasurer to help you out, man?
There's 500 people in the school, Carlo.
Because it's just
You speak to 500 students a day.
you really need to
No,
let
bro.
this go, Carlo. You,
You
really
can-
need to let this
You
go.
can make a
I won
difference.
president. You didn't. Nothing's
That's
gonna.
not what I'm
No,
That's
we
what I'm
can't.
talking about.
You're stuck on the presidency, man. I'm talking about making a change in the school.
Why
He's
though?
gonna be in high
What do you
school
mean?
next year.
Why does that tie into what we're talking about here?
Why are
You
you?
not been listening the entire time, Jack?
No, I haven't. I've been too busy playing Madden.
Okay, that
Well,
explains.
I think you should
Do
like
it
let
again.
it go a little
Why are
bit,
you
'cause
debating something? You have no frame of reference here. You're like a child that wanders into the middle of the movie and thinks they know what there's going on, man.
That's kind
So
of true.
overall, Arlo, I just don't think you understand what's going on in our point of view.
You have power.
No, we don't, Carlo. We
You
literally
have just
hung
as
up
much power
posters
as
with them.
us.
I know, but you have a just
Okay,
a
mute
little.
yourself, Jack.
You have an advantage.
What is our advantage?
You speak to 500 students a day.
For announcements.
They don't talk back. They listen. We don't talk to them. They listen to us. There's a difference.
You could speak to 500 students.
What are we
And you're not
supposed to
gonna
say? After the pledge, we're supposed to say, don't come in uniform tomorrow?
Yeah, what?
Do it, man. It's exact.
You don't think the
just be
teachers will like?
Carlo, why don't you do announcements on
Yeah,
Monday?
Carlo, you do announcements. Come to the office at 8 8:25 and go do the announcements, bro.
That would take me out.
Carlo, we will get you permission to do
The second
announcements.
Miss Massaro sees me or an authority.
He's never in there. She's never in there. You don't gotta worry about Miss Massaro.
Is anyone in there? Who's in there?
Yeah,
Miss
Miss
Medina
Medina.
and Miss Lee.
No one else.
They don't care,
No
bro.
one else, bro. Sometimes Mr. Frost like walks in and out, but they
Yeah,
wouldn't
that's
be able to see you.
good.
They wouldn't be able to see you.
Mr. Frost.
They don't go behind where we do it.
You want me to go and do announcements?
Yeah. do
Yeah.
it.
I gotta say, whatever I say, it's gonna be reflected upon you guys. So if I
No,
get suspended, number one, I'm getting kicked out of Corwin. Number two, you guys are probably gonna get suspended as well. That's all I have to say about that.
So that basically ties into you not being able to make a change. If you have to get kicked out of Corwin in order to make a change that won't be able to last, you're not
Then
doing very well.
I'm making a change. I'm still making the change.
No, you're not.
You're
If
not
you
gonna make a
make
change. It's not gonna change.
You know, if you could just get 50 kids to not show up to school. 50.
You get 50 kids, bro. More people know you than me and Logan.
More people know your voices. You guys literally speak to the whole school every single day.
Announcements, bro.
Stop mentioning announcements. All we say is the pledge. That
For real,
doesn't.
that is literally
that
all we
doesn't-
say.
You know, you guys don't understand that 4th and 5th graders, like,
Like what?
what do you mean? Like,
Go ahead, keep
that one girl in NAL, man, today, she was like, oh, that was you guys?
Exactly.
They
They
listen
don't
to
know.
every
You said
single day.
you said
know
they
we're
know
both
our
happy.
voices. They don't know our voices.
I
They
know,
don't know
but
who we are.
They know that you guys are authoritarians.
Yeah, but if we got to speak to the 4th and 5th graders and say, don't come to school tomorrow, their parents won't let them. None of the parents will let them.
Why not? You ever heard of faking sick, Logan?
Yeah, but no one's, like...
It's not
there's
about
not
faking
gonna
sick. You want them to not come in uniform.
That's
No,
kind of
that's-
naughty.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying not showing up to school. And then you just need one person to tell, like, the teachers they're not showing up to school because of, like, this is just a hypothetical situation.
So okay. So what is that changing?
What do you mean was that changing? I'm just saying you can make change.
It's not a change.
We
Not
can make
showing up
change
to
by
school
having
isn't
kids
gonna
not
do
come to
anything.
school for a day.
Yes.
I just blocked a punt for
You
the
could do
first
How is
so
that a
much.
change?
And how is that changing? What are we changing by doing that?
You could literally take over the school with that.
No,
I'm
you,
not.
No, you
you're gonna do
can't.
something about it. They're not
Have you
just gonna
guys
let that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, they are. What are they gonna do about it? Tell me what they're gonna do about it. If a majority
First
of
of all-
children don't show up to school, what are they gonna do
You know how
about
many
it?
people go to truancy court? And okay, also, if we're talking about students not going to school, have you ever considered, hey, I don't know, parents also control that?
Exactly.
Just an idea.
What do parents have to do with this?
Technically speaking,
I mean, okay, so
you're
most of
really
the time, if
committed
you think
to a
about this,
cause.
parents are the ones taking them to school.
If you're
Parents are
really,
the one controlling them on if they are going to school.
if you're really committed to the cause,
They have
Carlo,
all
and
power
technically
over you until you're
very-
18.
Yeah.
Carlo, technically speaking, adults have
Yeah.
more control than any of us. Adults have more control than any of us. Parents, our parents, will most likely say no to us not going to school. If you say, oh, don't go to school for tomorrow, most likely they're going to school tomorrow because their parents have full control over them.
okay, so you
They
don't
care
get it.
about they care about our personal education into which that's why we go to school.
Okay,
If we-
okay. So your parents don't let you stay home. You guys could convince children to walk out of school at a specific time.
No one's
They're
gonna
all just
do that.
gonna get up out of their seats and just walk out of the school.
Yeah, what's wrong with that? What are the teachers gonna do?
That's not gonna happen.
Anything.
You get
You
the
can
ball
always
and
edit
it's
the
out.
Or-
Also,
saying I'm
also, you
Yeah.
do that. You do that on Monday.
I'm not gonna do it this early in the school year. I'm gonna start a protest somehow.
But you want us to do it. You want us to get kids to just walk out of school.
I'm just saying, you have more power than me.
No, we don't, bro.
No, we don't.
Slightly
what power do
more
you have?
power.
You don't understand. We do
You guys-
basically nothing.
You won a majority vote.
Yeah,
Theoretically.
because we're playing dances and stuff.
But also based on the people's opinion.
Yeah, exactly. You could, hypothetically, theoretically, not even theoretically, those are your supporters.
Reporters, they probably forgot who we are by now. They only paid attention during the election.
Like during announcements and stuff.
Well, then get their attention back again.
How are we gonna do that, man? They can't see us on announcements.
Okay, walk up to a kid, say, I am the treasurer of Corwin. Walk out of
Don't come to
school
school
at
tomorrow.
this time.
I have a serious.
What does that have to do with anything?
No,
Oh my
it's a
gosh,
serious
no,
question.
really?
No,
Answer it.
what is it? No, like seriously.
No, answer it. Answer it.
If I was, what does it have to do with anything?
No, just answer the question. It doesn't matter what it has to do with anything. Just answer the question. We'll move on.
Say yes or no.
What do you mean? Like, I'm not exactly, just little days, like.
Okay, I think we can include this student council thing.
Yeah. Thank you
Honestly-
for your talks.
Good thing our president. Good thing Carlo didn't win. We didn't want a
This
president
burnt-
that
Go to school like that.
So anyway, this podcast has been going over for an hour already. And I think we should
Let's get to the sponsors.
This podcast
Yeah,
takes away people's free speech.
Holy shit. No,
We'll
it
do
doesn't,
like,
bro.
I guess we'll do like questions like Q&A like another time, because it's probably like an hour long. It's kind of long. So
Yeah,
What is this
That'll
gonna be on, man?
probably
most
YouTube
likely.
What's the
and possibly
channel name?
Spotify. Oh, I sent it in the chat.
But it's a probability that we will probably expand towards Twitch.
Yeah, we're thinking of going to Twitch too. But
That's
so
if we get
stay tuned
followers,
for that.
like, subscribers and all that.
Yeah. So this concludes the episode. Thank you to
Episode
everybody who has come.
Cyclone podcast. What an episode has this been? What an introductory. Let's just go off the basis. Let's just let's restate on what happened. So
First, we introduced ourselves. That was kind of awkward. But then we interviewed Maddox, Jack, Gisele, and Logan. And then we interviewed Carlo. And that took 30 minutes.
a good 30 minutes, if I may say so. But this video could have basically been shorter without any of the delays that we had. No, also with all this heated debate. Once I knew that this debate has been going on for over 20 minutes, I knew that this was going to last a while, and I'm not trying to make this 2 hours. So
Carlo wants to know where he can watch the podcast.
On
On-
YouTube. I'll send the link like after.
yeah, after it's done, we're probably
Yeah.
gonna have to try stuff out, but other than that, it's gonna
Yeah.
be. Anyway, that's gonna
Thank you
be.
for. I'm sorry.
Yep, this is concluding our episode. I am Jacob.
I'm Brady.
I'm Maddox.
In this Cyclone podcast.
I'm the Stims.
This is the Cohen Cyclones podcast.